People walk the Camino for different reasons. It might be spiritual, religious reason. It might be for adventure. It might be a way of unplugging from their normal everyday life. Whatever the reason or reasons are that someone might want to walk the Camino, they're all valid reasons, but the experiences of a pilgrim, the daily routine, it will be very similar, don't you think?
Yes.
And it will differ depending on what lodging you choose, whether you're staying in albergues, in other words, which is like a hostel type of environment, or whether you're at a hotel of a different size. Some people even stay at Airbnbs. So that will make a difference in your experience. But we're going to cover some of the basic experiential parts of a day in the life of a pilgrim. Just the one common denominator I would say that is good to keep in mind is that every day is a new beginning.
The typical morning routine many times starts early, particularly if you're in an albergue, because whoever is the first up is kind of starts to get everybody starting to wake up. And some people like to walk very early. Depends on the time of year, how much light there is, that kind of thing.
How hot it might be.
And how hot it might get later. Yeah. So people get up, and whether you're in a hotel or at an albergue, one of the things you'll do is just get packed up for the day. Normally what we will have done and recommend is that you've sort of planned out, here's what I'm wearing for the day. If you haven't slept in it, a lot of times we sleep in it.
Yeah.
And just making sure you have everything, because once you leave, you've left. The other thing that you check the night before is there breakfast included in your lodging? And that can be true at an albergue as well as at a hotel. And it's normally just a simple continental style breakfast where you might have a roll with butter and jam and coffee and maybe orange juice, something like that. And they do have the best orange juice. They really do. But you want to check on that. And a lot of times what we find ourselves doing is we'll just have a little something, because then we want to get on down the road and then take a break. You don't have to feel like, oh, well, you have to eat enough to get you through the whole day, because you won't have to go too far before normally there are places to stop. So those would be things that are very normal for the way the day starts.
And one thing to keep in mind, if you stay at an albergue, particularly the public ones, sometimes they're called municipal, you have to be out by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And you have more leeway for checkout if you're staying at a hotel, or even some private albergues might have later times. But generally speaking, be ready to be packed and your morning routine finished so that you can be up and away by 8 a.m.
Another thing that we like to do in the morning is to go ahead, even if you got one the night before, go ahead and get another stamp.
A sello in your
credencial. And wherever you're staying, just go ahead and get it. One of the things that the Pilgrim office likes to see is multiple stamps per day, at least 2. And, we just feel like every place we go, basically, whether we stop for a meal and we see they have a stamp or not, that kind of thing, we go ahead and get them.
Yeah.
They're nice souvenirs, too.
Yeah. Your credencial or passport, pilgrim passport, as it's known, is definitely something that you carry with you all the time, so that you'll have it handy anytime you see a place that you want to get a sello, S-E-L-L-O, which is the Spanish word for stamp, and it's usually just a rubber stamp. You might have seen me going like that. It's a rubber stamp that they stamp onto your fold-out passport.
Yes.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, please put them below the video. And we would love it if you would like and subscribe to our Facebook page or YouTube channel, wherever you watch this video. Thanks so much. Buen Camino.